Okay, welcome back. Again, I'm going to cover another very important landmark judgment, that is the Olga Tellis versus Bombay Municipal Corporation 1985. So earlier I have explained well to you the Menka Gandhi versus Union of India. There I was talking about Article 21, means widening the horizon of how the Honorable Courts of India, Honorable Supreme Court of India have widened or expanded the interpretation of Article 21, the life and the personal liberty. So again, another very progressive, a beautiful judgment we are going to refer today, the Oliga Tellis case, and honorable this the bench comprising Honorable Chief Justice Y.V. Chandrachud. Okay, and you just read the Honorable Justice S. Murtaja Fazal Ali, and you can just read the bench, and beautifully this judgment was passed in the favor of the, means there is a proper balance was made between the individual right and the societal rights. Okay, so we will see it is a plight of the pavement dwellers and the people who are residing on the pavements, or the, you can say, the public public no public place. So all these we will be going to discuss in the present case. So please subscribe first of all, so that you can get the regular updates. Now proceed, I will proceed. This case is based on the humanistic approach by the honorable judges, and the plight of the people who lived on the pavement and the slum cities in the Bombay. Actually, this was it was in this in the Bombay, and there was an order passed by the Bombay, with the state government actually, that the those slum dwellers in the Bombay who are residing on these pavements, or these places, because it is creating some kind of nuisance as per the government, and they actually have the directions, or the order was giving to just remove these people from these places. So there are so many things involved, like they have right to livelihood also, they were staying there, or also they have right to shelter. So all the things will come within the ambit of Article 21, which we are going to discuss right now, and it's a humanistic approach and balancing the rights of the individual and the rights of the society. Okay, so now see what happened in the present case. First of all, before I proceed, let me first tell you the father of the English jurisprudence, that is the Jeremy Bentham, 1748 1832. And actually he was talking about, or the honorable court reiterated the concept which was put forwarded by the Jeremy Bentham regarding the reforms of the substantive law by reforming the structure of law. Means we will talk about what the law is and what law ought to be. So this case can be said to be a decision that led to be the reformation of the substantive law, and the Jeremy Bentham divided the jurisprudence in two parts. Means expositorial law, that is the what the law is, क्या होगा, क्या है law, and what the law ought to be, क्या उसे होना चाहिए, sensorial. Okay, expositorial and sensorial. So we will talk about this, and the present case, that is the Olga Tellis case, has shifted our focus from the sensorial jurisprudence to the expositorial jurisprudence by widening. Okay, by widening, you can say, the enlarging or the scope of Article 21 of the constitutions, which include right to livelihood, also the right to shelter as a part of the right to life and personal liberty enshrined in Article 21. So what we are talking about, how basically they are talking about, because they are shifting our focus from sensorial, means what the law ought to be, okay, towards the what the law is. Now we have to see the case, and we will understand what basically the idea which is laid down in the present case. Okay, now see what are the issues involved. First of all, the issues before the Honorable Supreme Court of India in this case was, can there be a waiver of the fundamental rights? Means this is very important. Can the people waive off their fundamental rights and shine under article and under the part third of the Indian Constitution, that is fundamental rights. Now the scope of the right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 of the Constitution को discuss किया गया. The constitutional validity of the provision of the Bombay Municipal Corporation Act 1888, क्योंकि according to this act they were directed, these dwellers were directed to remove from these pavement places because it is causing the nuisance. So are they the trespassers? Are they trespassers under section 441 of the Indian Penal Code? So are they the trespassers whether the act, which is the Bombay Municipal Corporation Act, under which such evictions have been carried out, is arbitrary in nature or fanciful? means are they is the order made by the government of the state government is arbitrary, or whether they have the right to livelihood, means they should be removed or not. So all the things will come within this case. And also whether the pavement dwellers are trespasser, as I have already said. So the case came before the this case came before the honorable Supreme Court by virtue of the writ petition. Obviously writ petition was filed before the honorable Supreme Court of India, and it is a 5 judges bench. So you can check the bench earlier I was talking about. So honorable 5 judges bench and gave the decisions allowing the petitioners who live on the pavement and in the slum, like in the city of the Bombay, to stay on the pavements against the decision of the order of eviction. What happened finally in this case, means they were allowed they were allowed to stay there. And also you read article 39, 39 39 BUC you just read the article. I am talking about the directive principle of state policy, article 38 and 39. So 39 you will read, and also you will find that it is a duty of the state, to provide these kind of things, obviously. But let me tell you, you cannot go to the courts of law first of all for the enforcement of the directive principle of state policy. आप उनके लिए आप कोर्ट पे नहीं जा सकते. रीजन क्या है? फंडामेंटल राइट्स के लिए तो यू कैन गो इफ देर इज एन एनक्रोचमेंट ऑफ फंडामेंटल राइट्स, और इफ इट इज बीइंग टेकन अवे, so you can go there, but not in the case of the DPSP. The reason is that if the state is having the resources, then only you can challenge. But if the state is not having the resource, so how can you go to the courts of law? तो जब उनके पास रिसोर्स की कमी है, तो ऑब्वियसली दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्टे. हाउ कैन द स्टेट हेल्प द पीपल इफ द स्टेट इज नॉट हैविंग द रिसोर्सेज? सो DPSPs आर नॉट जस्टिसिएबल एंड फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर जस्टिसिएबल. आई जस्ट वांट टू मेक दिस पॉइंट क्लियर. तो ये मुझे आपको ये बात बताना था, पहली चीज़ हो गई. तो यहाँ पे रिसोर्सेज है, तो रिसोर्सेज की बात हो रही है, लेकिन फिर भी फॉर द वेलफेयर पॉलिसीज वी नो दैट स्टेट हैज़ टू प्रोटेक्ट द सिटीजन. उनको प्रोटेक्ट करना है. इवन द अल्टरनेट सेटलमेंट शुड बी मेड टू दीज पीपल हु हैव बीन एलिनिएटेड, और यू आर रिमूविंग फ्रॉम दीज पेमेंट प्लेसेस. मतलब उनको कहीं दूसरी जगह रीसेटलमेंट करना, ये भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है. तो इस केस में उन्होंने अलाउ किया पेमेंट डॉलर्स को टिल द टाइम एनी अल्टरनेट सेटलमेंट इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द स्टेट, जब तक कि उन्हें नहीं प्रोवाइड किया जा सकता है. दैट मीन्स इंडिविजुअल राइट इज गिवन द प्रायोरिटी. ठीक है, उन्हें दिया गया है यहाँ पर. कोर्ट ऑल्सो हेल्ड दैट राइट टू लिवलीहुड इज राइट टू लाइफ as a part of article 21. Right to life which is having its existence due the right to livelihood is being respected by the court in the present matter. और उसको obviously respect किया उन्होंने. The court has struck a proper balance between the priority of individual right and the societal right. दो द स्लम रेजिडेंट एग्रीड नॉट टू चैलेंज द डिसीजन ऑफ द म्यूनसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन. वो उन्होंने भले ही, चूंकि इसमें रिट फाइल किया गया था, एंड जो स्लम रेजिडेंट्स थे दे वर नॉट एग्रीड टू चैलेंज द डिसीजन ऑफ द म्यूनसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन. बट नाउ द क्वेश्चन अराइजेस, कैन द वेव ऑफ दिस राइट? सो ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट सेड नो नो नो, देयर यू कैन नॉट डू दिस. Okay, you cannot do this. You cannot waive off your fundamental rights enshrined or given to you as a they are inviolable rights. Means you, first of all, you cannot waive off. You आपसे नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं, and you cannot waive this right. So the court held that one fundamental right cannot be waived. नहीं किया जा सकता है. And the court held that although the petitioners were using the pavement unauthorizedly, they are in no way criminal trespass. वो नहीं होंगे. 441 IPC, read the IPC 1860 441 section regarding the trespassers. So they are not the trespassers, since their object or a reason for doing so is not to commit any offense or intimidate or insult or annoy any person. Rather they were compelled by the inevitable circumstances. They are helpless people. They need food, they need the protection of the state. They are not violating or they are not doing anything intentionally. Rather their circumstances are such, they have no any other option left rather to live there and to live a life like that. So is it not the state to provide the shelter to these people? So this was the basically progressive, a beautiful approach of our honorable Supreme Court, widening the the horizon of the article 21 को widen किया गया. And honorable Supreme Court held that the slum dwellers must get the alternative shelter if they are evicted from the pavements. Although the eviction orders were held to be valid रखा गया. ऐसा नहीं है कि उसको उन्होंने declare कर दिया invalid, because obviously if somebody is on this road, obviously how the other people will move from there, car will not move from there, there will be jam and all. So societal need is also seen, this proper balance has to be maintained. So the court has not invalidated the order of the government, obviously it has to be respected, government orders are to be respected obviously, and article 14, 19 and 21 all will be taken into consideration. And finally the time was given to the state government that please provide the alternate residence to these people, and it's your duty to protect your citizens. आप उन्हें उनके लिए काम करें और आपको समय दिया जाता है, till that time let the people live like that, तो उनको तब तक लिए रहने दिया जाए. So this was very another very important beautiful judgment I have covered. So please subscribe the channel and please mention in the comment box if you want me to improvise. Thank you, all the very best. God bless to everyone.